In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to upgrade your Deadbolt to a Weiser Powerbolt. The process for changing out your standard Deadbolt with the Weiser Powerbolt is pretty easy. I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. So we're going to start by removing the previous Deadbolt and the plate on the jamb on the inside. To do this, we're going to lock the deadbolt with the door open, and we're going to release the 2 screws on the back and pull apart the deadbolt. Now that we have the previous deadbolt removed, we're going to get into the packaging here, and we're going to get everything set up. So the first thing we're going to do is reinstall this center latch portion here. You'll use this bag with the 4 screws in it. You'll see here that the latch will spin. So when you rotate it this direction, it'll extend the portion of the latch here depending where your door hole is cut. You're going to look for this portion here that indicates this goes upwards. And you can see when we insert ours, we don't need to extend the latch. We're now going to use the 2 mounting screws. So now that we're ready to install the actual portions of the lock, what we're going to do is start by inserting the face. You're going to insert this thinner piece through the middle of the latch. You're going to feed the wire through underneath. You'll feed this in through the inside, like this. You'll use these 2 screws to mount the plate to the front. Once the plate is mounted, you can then prepare the back. So the way that the back works is it'll sit over top of the faceplate like this. You can then use these 2 small gold screws that will attach in here, and that'll attach the entire unit. So what you'll do is before you mount this, you're going to plug this portion in here, and then you'll be ready to start working with it and setting a code. So like I said, we're going to be ready. We're going to start installing this now. So you're going to put the tab through here. So I'll feed my wire through, and you can see the small tab the lock will slide into. And we'll go to the inside and we'll install the gold plate now. So now that we're ready to install the gold plate, you'll feed the wire through. It's going to sit towards the bottom. You'll feed the tab through. And we'll install these 2 by hand. Now that the gold plate is threaded on by hand, you want to make sure your lock is straight, and we can tighten the rest of the bolts down. So now that we're ready to install the back, again, you're going to want to make sure that you plug it in the deadbolt first. You're going to slide onto the bar here, and the plate will click into the back. You'll then install the 2 gold screws. When you plug this in, you'll want to make sure you feed the wire around the bar so it doesn't pinch or bind, because then the lock won't work if you end up breaking the wire. So now that we've got the lock installed, we're quickly just going to test it with the key. So now that we know the lock is functioning as normal, we're going to install the batteries. We'll throw the back on, and we're going to install the plate that goes on the inside of the jam. So looking at the side of my jam here, the new jam plate is not big enough, nor does it have the safety plate that you would install inside. So for now, what I'm going to do is leave the existing safety plate and cover plate. I'm going to see if Weiser's has an upgrade to fit this portion of my jam here. This won't stop you from installing your lock. So let's jump in and I'll show you how to program. So now that we're ready to program a lock code, we're going to go inside, remove the cover on the back. On the left-hand side, there's a small button we're going to push. Once we push that button, you're going to press the 1-2 button, hit lock, and we can now enter our own code and then hit lock again. The button we're going to push is right here, and then we're going to jump back outside after hitting that. So we're now ready to set a code. We're going to hit the button on the back, hit 1-2, lock, and we'll punch in a code. So now that we successfully set a code, we're going to test it. So we're going to hit the lock button here. It flashes orange, letting you know it's locked. We're now going to punch in our code to unlock the door. And as soon as you punch your code in, you'll hear the same thing. You'll flash green, and the door is unlocked. When it comes to setting the codes on the door, you're able to set up to 12 codes. You're also able to make adjustments like auto lock or shut down the auto lock if you do have it on. If you're looking for any additional information, leave me a comment, like, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.